is up, guys? This is Team Uwimage with another deck profile. This time coming from G3 Sovereign Star Dragon. Yes, it's a shock. We got it so fast.
Yeah, the gold paladin stuff was really easy to get. It's cheap.
It wasn't.
Like, everything's under $5. I'm SPing everything.
Like, I literally spent all of $30 to get the bulk of what I needed, and then I actually finished up what I needed most of today.
Like, I already got all my Kagero stuff. Like, I have everything. Outside of just one more crit.
Yeah.
One
like
more Mufasa.
Like, the stuff that isn't named Shadow Palette or Leap Joker is, like, pretty easy to get. Or aside from regular Murukuma, I guess. Like, they're, like, middle of the border.
They're hard to pull, but they're all cheap.
Yeah.
Hamura is $8.
I for the SP, and they got me a card that's in here. But anyways, the deck profile we're doing is Gold Paladins with the Spectral Duke and Gurguit. Yes.
Or what you like to call it.
Black Sun. Haha, Negro Sun. Woo! But anyways, your formula since you're playing the Riot Chain is Black Dragon Welt Vortimir. When the grade 1 starts out as Vortimir Riot Sim, check top 7 for the grade 2 Black Dragon Knight Vortimir or grade 3 Spectral Duke Dragon add to your hand.
Which is why that's how I become the Black Dragon.
Exactly. The original unit that went from being a human to a dragon. Yeah, fuck you, Percival. Love you.
I don't matter. I love Percival.
I love him too. But then the second skill, if you have a great one that's not the Vortimir Riot Chain and Riot Sim, call him the Rear Guard.
Yeah, Forerunner.
So this time we're start from the grade 1s, which would be of course,
four of the Riot Chain.
For the Riot Chain.
The Riot Chain you need 4.
Of course. If you have Vortimir, if you have the grade 1 the soul, he becomes an 8K body, which is useful to have. Then choose what it is for its cost. When the grade 2 Riot Sim, if you have the grade 2 Riot Sim, and you have the grade 0 in your soul, retire a unit, check top 2 gold balance, call them to your rear guard.
Yep.
Well, up to 2, meaning you can call 1 or you can call none.
Yeah.
Which comes in handy for you building up a field for you to get to the next part of your Riot Chain in particular, or just get into the grade 2 to have some kind of rush enabled. For perfect guards, because perfect
Standard.
guards. These perfect guards in particular, which I will get to later on in the video.
Yeah.
And we'll start off with one of the new grade 1s that I'm actually trying out personally, because the grade 1 lineup for this deck, after the perfect guards and the grade 1 Riot Chain, pretty much anything goes. But this is Slay Me, G-Break 1, retire this unit and beginning the guard step that your unit that your Vanguard was attacked. You have 3 or more rear guards other than Slay Me. Retire it, check top 3 for a unit, call it to your Guardian Circle as rest, then shuffle your deck.
Yep.
So it helps in the event that you may not want to guard from your hand. You can also happen to get to
Perfect guards,
and even grade 0s to give you some kind of shield from hand.
You want the old perfect guards because the old perfect guards says you have to be guarded from hand.
Yes. And then with a particular deck like this, it has the concept of which basically is known by the fan base as superior guarding.
Yeah.
I mean, you guard it from your deck rather than from your hand.
It's a nice, interesting defensive thing.
Yeah. It works when you need it to work. And then of course 2 of the Soul Blast 2 on flip 2 grade 1.
It's kind of a heavy Counter Blast deck.
It really is. Like your grade 2 and grade 3 lineups generally do Counter Blast a lot, even your grade 4, which we introduced shortly. And then 2 of the shard enablers for Gurguit, choose the grade 3 when it's called from rear to rear guard from hand. Keep that in mind. It has to be from hand. You can't superior call to get that effect.
Yep.
But yeah, show grade 3 such for Gurguit, then the Stride Enabler. If you have 2, if you have it in hand pitch for Stride, it becomes grade 2 or grade 3. For grade 2 lineup.
For the Riot Chain.
For the Riot Chain. Same as before, if you have the grade 1 in your soul, it becomes 10K body.
Yep.
And then in this case, if you write Spectral Duke over this card and you have the grade 1 in your soul, retire unit, call up 2 units again. So
no, you don't have the grade 1. You don't have to have the grade 1 soul.
For him to get the skill off, to get the skill to call 2 units off, yes. But simply put, since you're basically your early and mid game involves you building up a field without using your hand.
Yeah.
But keep it in mind, one may think, why would you do that and potentially wasting off trinkets and all that kind of stuff? The trick to that, which we'll get to soon. And let's say welcome back to Lawpier Shooter. Lawpier Shooter, for those who don't know about this card. Choose a card from your hand, discard it. When you superior, call it from your deck. You drop a card, check top 3 for a unit, call it to rear guard, put the other two on the bottom of your deck. basically means between you calling with either your grade 1 Vortimir or your grade 2 skill.
Yeah.
You're still building up a field to get that much more pressure off while still keeping your hand. And we have our new guy. We have our old card from set 10.
10, man.
Night of Far Arrow.
I told Rucker about this card, and how has it been working?
It's a
because I saw someone online post about this card, and I'm like, you know what? They're like 10 cents. I picked up like 4 or 5 places.
Yeah, for me, because I had like 7. You're welcome.
Thanks.
But anyways, Night of Arrow Sapphire. We use Superior card from your deck. If you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, choose the card from your zone. Soul charge 1 or flip the damage.
Yep.
For your grade 1 Soul Blaster, that's also helping. It basically helps you manage your counter blast better since this Gold Paladin deck in particular is pretty heavy when you get to.
And not only that, you want to have Soul so you can use the Soul Blast to unflip to, and when we get the Gurgit's GB2 skill.
Exactly. And then we have the Ember Clone. This one being called Holy Mage Power Wheel. G-Break 1, with Tantan Vanguard when it's boosted, check the top 3 units, call it the rear guard, shuffle your deck.
Alright.
So I mean, it's basically self-explanatory for golds. I mean, you can't really get more. You can't get any simpler than that, honestly. Grade 3 lineup.
For Duke.
He's back. Spectral Duke Dragon. For those who don't remember what he does.
The OG PBD Overlord Abyss.
Yeah, love him. But for those who remember what he does, G-Break 2, Counter Blast.
Not GB, Limit Break.
Limit Break 4. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But anyways, Limit Break 4, Counter Blast 2, choose 3 Gold Paladin Vanguards and retire them. After he attacks, he restand, but he loses but he loses Twin Drive. What the fuck is this? But then, of course, if you have the grade 2 in the soul, he becomes 11k body.
Yep.
Now, keep in mind, you can stand him if you have the cost to, you can stand him multiple times in a turn.
You have 5 counter blasts, and you have the Amber Clone. You can do it.
You can restand him twice and get off more drive checks. I mean, you
can.
Because he says he loses Twin Drive, not -1 drive check.
Yeah.
You actually restand him twice in one turn.
It'll be 5 counter blasts, but you know, that's.
Some 24, some 24.
I don't know how.
If you hit Saphir, you actually can get more.
Yeah, if you hit Saphir, you can't get more. That's so sad. Hit slow throw.
I actually want to see that.
It's very sacky, Zavon. It's a lot of fun.
And of course, we get introduced. Welcome our new Gold Paladin boss, Sunrise Ray Knight Gurguit.
And he plays 3.
I love this card. You know, yes. I'm sorry, guys. I know every time I see my deck profile, you're like, there's an SP every deck. I have to, my policy. But in any case, G-Break 2 skill, I don't have my Soul Blast 1. Beginning of the guard step, this unit was attacked. Check top 4 for a unit, call it to Guardian Circle as rest, and then shuffle your deck.
Alright.
This comes back to why we played the old Perfect Guard rather than the new one.
You want a superior guard and be like, you know what this? He helps against all those Glory Melson skills. Like, I don't want to deal with Yggdrasil, Sin Buster, none of that crap. Let me use Perfect Guard from my deck, because they say from hand.
It does say from hand, which basically he goes, that's cute. Or even just if you need a 0 to block a top attack, you don't want to drop resources out of your hand. And yes, I hate Tom. We'll say that for another time, though.
We all hate Tom.
Yeah, we do. And I'm actually taking in one white-haired.
I'm recommending him to play more, but we'll get to that later on, guys.
I'm going to be trying with this Great Tsunami for a while. But Limit Break Flip you probably never use. Choose 2 Euro Powder rear guards, put them on the bottom of your deck in any order. When he attacks, pay the cost. If you do, two your Gold Powder rear guards, give him 5k power to the end of the turn. But the skill you want with him is his auto skill. Basically, like his cost, his card to Gold Paladin. When he's placed on rear guard from your deck after being superior call. You pay the cost. If you do, you place him on your Vanguard circle, but only if your opponent has a grade 2 or greater Vanguard. This comes in handy with two particular things in mind. With Holy Mage Spy Wheel, and if you already sold your Vanguard, you'll also get additional drive check off, or a card we have in our G4 or Strike. Right?
What to call him? Campbell Soup.
Yeah. Now triggers. This will probably be one of the weirdest trigger lineups, but I'll explain it as I go along. Let's start off with 6 stands. Remember what I mentioned earlier about what if you call triggers with Vortimir? Catch Gall says I don't
I'll
really
fix that for you.
I'll fix that column.
And the new stand trigger, when you have GB1, it becomes helpful.
Yeah. This new stand trick, G-Break 1. Put it on top of your deck. When the units placed on rear guard from your deck, better cost if you do, put it on top of your deck, shuffle, draw a card. That unit you call gets 5k power.
Yep.
So basically, you put a trigger back, and you still get a unit a trigger, and the unit still replaces itself.
Yep.
And of course,
You want the 4 Flame of Victories. They're kind of hard to get now.
they're hard to get, but these are the ones you want in particular because they do something on rear guard and it's filling your soul while still giving you a unit 3k power.
6 crits.
And then of course, without anyone guessing, it's 4 heals. The particular reason I'm not running draws in this deck is because
You get a full field for free. And you really don't call anything from your hand.
that and the fact that you can deck out so
Yes.
you deck when you get things rolling with this deck, which is often, you will find yourself decking out really quickly.
It does. That's why I was recommending him to play more Pelennors, because Pelennor kind of somewhat helps for that problem if you have a large enough hand. Which if you play the deck correctly, you'll have a large enough hand to guard. I mean, you know.
You generally will have that enough hand to guard, but me and Pelennor have a relationship where it's just like, I hate you, I love you. I'm like, I'll keep you at 1.
All right.
You'll show when you need it. And now for our grade 4 lineup,
The 3 Campbell suits.
Going with 3 Campbell suit, Spectral Vanguard, check top 5, call the unit to rear guard, then you get 2k power. So pretty self-explanatory in terms of you getting into Lopir or even the cards you want to get into being Pelennor.
Yep.
Didn't keep in mind about Pelennor. You call it to rear guard with Campbell, and you get 2k power, and then you place him on your Vanguard circle. He keeps the power. Reason being, it's not a ride. He's just moving from one zone to another one.
Yep.
So basically, still treated as the same.
And then if you're able to, you can use his limit break skill, and power him up and power another unit up.
Because it says 2 units, not 2 rear guards.
And it says Gold Paladin units, so that includes himself.
So basically, he would be swinging for 12k as an early out.
I love this card.
This card. Golden Point Dragon, Scourge Point Dragon.
Too many dragons.
It's simple, but it's that simple, but it gets in. When the unit's called to the deck, you see when you call a unit, give me 5k, give him 5k. So, his best friend, Gurguit. Gurguit is his best friend, and here's why. Giant Timber Gurguit, Gurguit skill. Call out, Lopir shooter, 5/5. He's 31 unboosted. Lopir shooter skill. Call out, we'll say, called out Catch Guard. 5/5, 36. Catch Guard skill, call another Lopir. He just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger for nothing.
Just for doing what the deck does.
I played him yesterday. I don't remember how to have Scourge Point because my focus is 41, but I boosted 6 units with Scourge Point skill. So my rear guards ended up being just ridiculous numbers.
Yep.
Because gold keep ridiculous numbers again. It's not Liberators. Yay! And now for our new grade 4, Golden Dragon Spear Card Dragon. Cannon Blast 2, Persona Flip. When he's facing your Vanguard, you have 2 or more. You have 1 or more face up in your G zone. Check top 5, call the unit, you can tell them what face up G units you have, and shuffle your deck.
Yep.
So basically, you would check the top 5, choose out, say you have a copy of him, the Scourge Point face up.
A lot of people underestimate him, but you know what? I found a few decks where he works amazingly in. But we'll get those later.
He works in the fact that he can fix your field in terms of giving you something back against your retired heavy matchups, or even give you something more to work with and just having to replace back your tricks. Just having to replace back your tricks with the deck to help deck figure out.
Yeah. Because the whole point is pretty much get rid of all your rear guards from your deck, and then you'll be able to get to your triggers faster. That's how most Paladin decks usually play.
Yeah, but just the way they do it is their triggers can now replace themselves more often, meaning you're more likely to hit them. But you only need him at 2. You don't need him at 4 for the fact of having to go into him twice is very counterbalancing.
Yes.
Which is why
In most Gold Paladin decks, he's a 2 of. There's a few Gold Paladin decks that that we have found that he works at 4 of, but we'll get to that later on. Another deck profile.
And we have Once No Element Blizzard. For those who don't remember, Counterblast 1, flip a copy of the face up against 5k power favorite.
Flip a copy of anything face up.
Purpose of it is for you to get to his skill in the event you need to.
Yep.
Mainly because you never know when you make something you're going to perfect guard that you need.
All right.
But all right, guys, Team Uber, that's Team Uber Mitch. This will probably be my last deck profile video for a long time because I've got to listen to the army, so I'm actually going to be leaving pretty soon.
We'll miss you.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to hear my annoying voice for all the rest of the Golden Roll Paladin deck profile and Zavani for Nova Grapplers.
I'll try my best to come back and do the Gate Chronicle profile for G4, but I won't make any promises, so I'm sorry about it.
No problem. Worst case scenario, we got Chase.
Yeah, you
if he
catch,
comes.
that's true.
All right, guys.
Team Uber Mitch, signing out.